Rich, we're out here in Boulder, Colorado. You were living in your van.
Yep.
Now you're homeless. Well,
Yep.
you were homeless then too. Tell me about it.
Well, I'm originally a widower, well, as far as the homeless trip. Of 95 in February, the wife passed on. And after 3 years of being in the same place I found her in, and I decided to give away the house to a single mom, not that much equity. Took off in my previously converted school bus slash camper, and that I didn't consider being homeless because that was more like being in an RV and voluntary. And my big goal was to make it to 2001. Most of us widowers don't outlast our wives that long, and I had a great example across the street. My neighbor, similar, but he was older. He didn't last 6 months, and he just keeled over. But I kept on plugging at it, and then in 2004 in Las Vegas, I was doing some halfway decent work. Convention stall building up and taking down kind of thing. But I was there a little too long. It wasn't my kind of town. Boulder's more my kind of place. Got hit by a drunk driver, illegal left turn, intoxicated, all that. But a celebrity or a mucky muck, they couldn't ever let me know who they were. At first reported that they were a fatality. 2 of the 4 radio stations in Las Vegas reported it as such. So I was like, oh my goodness, but then I was happy to find out I didn't kill somebody out of the accident. But all in all, everything got impounded, and that was my first step in true homelessness. Ended up skedaddling after 4 months of being strung along, thinking I'd get some money out of it, but I was just SOL, and didn't even get to know who hit me, even though they were in the wrong and intoxicated. Ended up in Oregon, up in the top of the Salem Valley, in a hot springs resort. Found a van they didn't think would work anymore, but wanted off the mountain. Got titled to that. Was living out of that for a couple of years, and then blew it up on a trip to Missouri. And then a friend bought me a Dodge van, which I lost not too long ago due to lack of insurance, due to lack of income. And that was a couple months ago, and got hit while road flagging, so now I got a crazy wrist that's trying to heal, and just keep on plugging on.
So you're a widower.
Yep.
And you gave your house away.
Yeah, but it wasn't that much, it wasn't that big a deal.
Right.
Equity.
And you're just basically traveling around.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been here in Boulder for about a year now. But my house was just north of here. I used to always live around here.
Any plans of getting out of this?
Oh no.
You're gonna stay. You're gonna stay homeless.
Oh yeah, I'm homeless or some maybe program, but I have my doubts, and I'm kind of awake about the economic situation. So I'm just here first. I think everybody's going to be joining me shortly.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I don't mean to laugh because it's really actually sad, but.
Back in the day with the wife, the reason we moved out west, originally New Jersey, back in the 80s, 81, in Wyoming, and then moved to Colorado in 92. I eventually wanted my own place and homestead type of thing, and Mother Earth News reading, and so I'm really into survival skills anyways, and Tom Brown, making my own fire and all that good stuff. So, I don't like being cold. I don't like, being hassled by authorities, which is the biggest hassle, is always being hassled by authorities.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Never be hassled by authorities ever again. Someday finding that place called America that I was fictionally told about when I was a little kid. And bring the old lady back.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
You're welcome.